Question number 8. The diagram shows the graph of y is equal to fx, where the function f is defined by fx is equal to 3 plus 2 sine 1 over 4x for 0, x lies between 0 to 2 pi. This is a graph of sine x. The function is given fx is equal to 3 plus 2 sine 1 over 4x for x lies between 0 to 2 pi. Part A is on the diagram above, sketch the graph of y is equal to f inverse x. F inverse x. F inverse x is the reflection of fx in y is equal to x. F inverse x का ग्राफ जो होगा fx की रिफ्लेक्शन होगी. This is fx. This is the graph of fx. The inverse of this graph will be the reflection of this graph in y is equal to x. Then we will get the graph of f inverse x. Y is equal to x is this line. This line is y is equal to x. Now we will reflect this graph in this y is equal to x. The graph of f inverse x will be the graph of f inverse x will be this graph. This is the graph of f inverse x. This graph of f inverse x is a reflection of this graph in the line y is equal to x. This is f inverse x. And this graph is of fx. Now part second, part B. This is part B. Find an expression for f inverse x. Now we have to find the inverse of the function. Fx is equal to fx is given, that is 3 plus 2 sine 1 over 4x. 3 plus 2 sine 1 over 4x. First we put y is equal to fx. We will put this fx is equal to y. Y is equal to 3 plus 2 sine 1 over 4x. Now we have to make x the subject. Now we rearrange this. 2 sine 1 over 4x is equal to y minus 3. Now dividing each side by 2 to remove this 2. So sine 1 over 4 x is equal to y minus 3 over 2. Now 1 over 4x is equal to sine inverse y minus 3 over 2. We will write it 1 over 4 x is equal to sine inverse y minus 3 over 2. Multiplying each side by 4 to remove this 4 that is in denominator, x will be equal to 4 sine y minus 3 over 2. So from here we can write f inverse x will be on the right side we convert this y into x. So f inverse x is equal to 4 sine x minus 3 over 2. This is the inverse of the function. 4 sine inverse 4 sine inverse x minus 3 over 2. The next part C of this question is the diagrams above shows the part of graph of the function gx. Function is same, but no, in this part the graph function is represented by gx for minus 2 pi to pi. माइनस 2 पाई से 2 पाई तक हमें ग्राफ गिवन है. This is minus this is a part of graph from 0 to 2 pi, but interval is given minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Minus 2 pi is here, 2 pi is here. This graph is of sin x. Complete the sketch of the graph gx on the diagram above and hence explain whether the function g has an inverse. Now we have to complete this graph. I am giving you an example. Suppose we have a function a sine x plus b. So b is a line of symmetry. Sorry, baseline. The maximum point of the graph will be b plus a. This is the maximum point. This constant value plus this coefficient of sin x. If we add these two values, we get the maximum point on the curve. In the same way, if we subtract b minus a, we will get the minimum point. Now the maximum point is given in the question, that is this point. This is the baseline. Half graph is drawn, but we have to, from 0 to 2 pi is drawn, but we have to draw the graph from minus 2 pi to 2 pi. This is 2 pi and this is minus 2 pi. Baseline is this. यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं कि this value is pi 3.14, बट ग्राफ जो है एक्स बाई एक्सिस को पाई पे टच नहीं कर रहा बल्कि बिलो पाई ये टच कर रहा है. दिस वैल्यू इज 3. और this value will show the baseline. और clearly यहाँ पे constant value 3 है. This is the baseline. So baseline passes through 3. This is the baseline. Now other part of the graph from 0 to minus 2 pi of the same form. This is the graph of the second half of this graph. Now this is the graph from minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Now we have to explain whether the function g has an inverse. Yes, the function does have an inverse because this function has an inverse because the function is 1 to 1. Because each value of x give us a single value of y. Each value of x will give us a single value of y. So each value, a single value of x is mapped onto single value of y. So the function as a whole, this function is a one-to-one function, hence its inverse is possible. Yes, it does have an inverse because this function is one-to-one function. Now next is part D. Describe fully the sequence of three transformations which can be combined to transform the graph of y is equal to sin x. This is a basic graph y is equal to sin x for 0 to pi by 2 to the graph of y is equal to fx, making clear the order in which the transformations are applied. Multiple transformations are applied on this basic graph, then it will become a function gx fx that is given. This is function fx 3 plus 2 sine 1 over 2x. This constant value 3 shows the vertical translation, and this 2, that is the multiple of sine, this is the stretch along y-axis, and this multiple of x shows the horizontal uh, stretch. This 2, that is the multiple of the function sin x. This 2 shows the stretch along y-axis. This 3 shows the vertical translation, and this angle multiple of angle, that is 1 over 4. This shows a stretch along x-axis. Now we will describe the sequence of transformations in the specific order. स्पेसिफिक ऑर्डर यहाँ पे होता है, आपने याद रखना है, specific order of transformation will be T S R. T for translation, S for stretch, R for reflection. What order again? Another thing is very important. H and V. H shows the horizontal translation. Horizontal translation. V shows the vertical translation. First we will apply this. Then HT mean horizontal translation. First of all, we will apply the horizontal translation, then stretch, if there exists in the question, then reflection. At the last, we will apply the vertical translation. So this is the specific order of transformation when multiple transformations are applied on the function. So in the question, basic function is y is equal to sin x. Y is equal to sin x is the basic function. On this function, multiple transformation are applied, and then the function fx becomes two sin 1 over 4x plus 3. हम इस ऑर्डर में लिख लेंगे ताकि हमारे लिए इजी हो जाए, because this 3, that is the constant value, this shows the uh, vertical translation. This 2 shows the vertical stretch, and this 1 over 4 shows the horizontal. 1 over 4x means horizontal stretching of this above basic graph. So according to the given order, we will write here number 1 stretch, stretch along x-axis with scale factor, या stretch factor with scale factor is equal to 4. यहाँ पे 1 over 4 होगा तो stretch factor जो होगा वो 4 होगा. नेक्स्ट, हॉरिजॉन्टल ट्रांसलेशन इसमें नहीं है. नेक्स्ट इज स्ट्रेच अलोंग वाई एक्सिस, because there is a multiple of the function, that is 2. We write here number second in order, stretch along y axis with scale factor, that is 2. Number 3, at the last, there is vertical translation, because 3 is a constant value that is added in the function. This is a vertical translation. So we write here vertical translation 3 unit upward. इस स्टेटमेंट को हम मैट्रिक्स में भी लिख सकते हैं। तो वर्टिकल ट्रांसलेशन है, हॉरिजॉन्टल ट्रांसलेशन नहीं है, तो इसको मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में भी हम लिख सकते हैं। दैट इज 0 3। 0 3 mean and shows this is x-axis, this is y-axis. 0 3 mean no translation along x-axis, but vertical translation is exist 3 unit upward. वर्टिकल ट्रांसलेशन 3 यूनिट अपवर्ड लिख लें, या विद मैट्रिक्स भी हम शो कर सकते हैं कि वर्टिकल ट्रांसलेशन विद मैट्रिक्स 0 3।